Hello guys, this is Dan from PeleousArt. Today I'm going to help you make a character from reference. It's just a reference that I found on Google, so I'm going to import it in by going Shift A and then clicking here on reference. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so this is amazing. We've got a reference, but it's not really aligned with the scene. So a very nice way to do it is to click on N to bring this menu, and then to click here where the area where the rotation is on the back on the keyboard, and then RZ90, and then RX90, RY90. Yes, and now we have it aligned. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn on for you the keys here. Oh, the keys are on, and that's amazing. Okay, and I'm gonna click on the 1 to go to the front view, then RZ90. Actually flipped it, so in the Z we're just gonna make it 0, right? Now we can click on Alt-Z to bring it to the middle, then GZ to move it roughly to the middle. We can click here on this tiny red image to control the opacity, since this is not a regular object, it's a reference. So we can change the opacity right from here, which is pretty amazing. Let's go 0.5. In this case, we're clicking on the image, going F12, and then clicking, typing ref underscore front. Then Shift D, escape, RZ90, and then F12, and then ref side, and then GY minus 2, sorry, GX minus 2, GX minus 2. All right, there we go. Now we have it on the side as well. So GY, moving it to the middle, and we are good. Maybe push it to the X, on the X a little bit. The camera is here. Okay, so we're gonna delete the camera, and we're gonna delete the light, and we're not gonna delete the cube, since we are going to use the cube, but we should click in here and change it to cycles, put 50 in the samples. We'll speak about why it's important a bit later, and changing the denoise to OpX, since I'm using NVIDIA card. You might be using something else, so go ahead and change it accordingly. GZ2 and S0.1, which brought our cube approximately to the neck area. We're gonna go GZ, moving it a little higher to the center of the face. We'll put this, choose this together with Control, clicking M, then ref underscore, and that's amazing. Now we have the cube to work with. Let's create a circle. So Shift A, then Mesh, then Circle, then going to the details, changing it to 8, yeah, and then clicking on the cube. Shift S, pointing down, clicking, and then on the circle, Shift S, then 8, selection to Corsair, RX90 S0.1, deleting the cube, we don't need it anymore. Now whatever object we're going to create will be from the Corsair, but we'll bring the Corsair to the default location with Shift S and then 1. Okay. This is not exactly in the middle, so we're going to move the image a bit, because we want to stay on we're going to apply a mirror modifier in a moment. Clicking here on the tools to see what's going on. S, GZ, SZ. Maybe we should make the eye first, and then we'll do this. So duplicate, then push this down, then size again. We'll do the nose here, we'll do the eye here. Then we can apply. First, we're gonna go to the tab. Then we're gonna click on 1. Then we'll select those, go X, and delete the vertices. Then we will select that part, clicking on here on modifier, click on modifier, search for mirror, selected, click on clipping. Why is clipping important? Because without clipping, we can go through with the vertices. With clipping, it connects. With a merge and clipping, it doesn't allow it to go beyond that point. Okay, so what the merge and the clipping does, when we apply the modifier, it becomes one object. We can work with it independently as everything is connected, and that is amazing. Okay, to going back, how do I go back? Control Z. Another thing that it's important, if I want to copy this into that, I'll select the lips, I'll select the eye, go F3, and then copy. Okay. Sorry. First, we need to select what we want to receive the modifier. So this doesn't have. This does have. So we will select this, and then what we want to copy from F3. Copy my modifiers, and we have it. And we have it. There we go. Okay. Now we're ready to begin, but right, we need to create another empty for the reference of the center of the screen. So go Shift A, clicking for the reference, empty first, then cube, then 0.5, let's go, and move it down a bit. Now we have something for the center. Let's also name it empty mid. Okay, and yeah, now we can begin. So how do we begin? First, we'll select that part and we will extrude. We'll click on ES and just ES and extrude. Okay, a few quick tips to maneuver a bit better in the viewport and in general. When we select something, we can select it like this, or we can click on the faces. When we click on 2, this means that we're going to see the vertices, and in here the edges, and 1 allows us to select each vertex. If we click on O, it allows us to move. We can scroll up and down with the wheel of our mouth. Just a second, this doesn't make sense. Why is it like this? Apparently we have 2 of those. It's pretty weird. Hold on. All right, because we haven't applied the reference. How do we apply? Click. I'm going to continue with the explanation in just a moment. Let's select both of them, click on the mirror object, and with Alt pressed, we're going to select the mid. Now we have it. And we can move. What I wanted to say with proportional editing, it allows us to move more than one vertex, depending on the size of the circle that we see. So if I scroll, everything moves. If I scroll down and the circle is small, it's only going to move what is in the circle, in the range of the circle. Okay, to move in the viewport, you should know that by now with the wheel on your mouse. Just to move with Shift, it allows us to move left and right. If I want to snap to an object, in the camera, in the viewport, I can select it. It doesn't matter where I am. Click on the del between the where the num is, and go click on the del on the right side of the keyboard. If my viewport got messed up, I can click on home, then select what I want, then del, and it snaps me right to where I want. What else? I can go transparency mode with Alt Z. This way I can see through. We're going to use it very soon. And lastly, you will see me doing it a lot, is Control Tab to go to sculpting. Okay, we're going to touch that very, very soon as well. Okay, going back is with Control Z. Going back to object mode, and we can begin. All right. Okay, so also a few nice preparations before we begin. Clicking here on the arrow, going to Matte Cap, Random, and then cavity, dial it all the way. The reason that we're doing this is very simple. As you can see, when we work with another object with a different name, it receives a different color. When we switch to the wireframe, we can see the difference, and it's helping a lot. We're going to see why very soon. Let's connect it. Actually, first, let's extrude what we want. I want you guys to see it a bit better, so I'm going to increase the opacity just for now. So we're going to select everything with Alt, then ES to scale. Okay, we're going to open that, delete. The reason that we're doing that is because we want the circle of the eyes to be like that for better deformation. So it's a really serious problem doing two things at the same time, so I'm trying to explain it at the same time. So we'll connect this, we'll go like this without proportional editing, so we'll dial that off, and then we can do one of two things. We can connect it like this as well, merge at center, select both, merge at center. Now we have this, we have that, we have the loop for the eyes. Amazing. We're going to do the same thing with the mouth. So selecting everything, going to edit mode, we're already in it. Click on Y to see the vertices, then extrude a bit like this, and then we can connect it. So we select both of them with Control, with Shift, Control J to join, and then we'll select both of this and connect it and give it another loop, and then we can start working on the loop for the face. This should go all the way to where? To the mouth, right? Okay. Now the mouth doesn't have a lot of faces, so we're gonna add one right here. We're gonna add one at the top, obviously. We'll add one like this. We'll add one and one like that. And we are amazing. So we'll fill that in with F, and we'll fill that as well. This should not be here. We'll take care of it in a moment. Okay, and so let's see. There we are. Okay. Okay, so our nose is going to be roughly here. This should be a bit closer. So GG to slide. I'm not gonna connect it like this. We would rather move it a bit and make it a bit, just the shape, improving the shape a bit, and then going like this. Connect, and okay. So we've got this, we've got that. This is still not what we're looking for, because this should connect to the area of the mouth. So we're gonna size, reduce the size, scale it down. Oh my god, my English is so poor. And then we can connect it safely. I'm still thinking about whether to connect it from here or from there, but I think this will suffice. So we'll settle with this. Maybe later, if we'll need something else, we'll create it. Okay, so this is what we have. The nose, what we can do very easily is to select two faces, then insert, go to turn off boundaries, then go GUI, See, when the faces are like this, you know there is an issue with the faces, and you need to go A to select everything, F3, recalculate, outside, and then it fixes. Okay. What else we can do is we can give it a bit better shape, like a nose. Maybe we can also get the nostrils out as well. And I think we're missing a loop here. This way we can have a bit more control on the nostrils area. This way, if we do it like this, it's a bit better. So E, G, sorry, E, then. So what I did is I extruded and I pushed it upwards. Okay, this we're gonna take care of it very soon. In here we're gonna have a loop, very nice. Okay, this, actually no, we're gonna keep it like this because we will close it anyway. So if we'll close it this way, just for now to be able to keep filling the form. So another way that we can do this is we can select, see we have the same number of faces, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. We can go bridge edge loops, then we can add this line here, and then we can fill. Okay, and we have it covered like this. Of course, we're gonna insert here and we're gonna make it a pretty, you know, a nice mouth, but not for now. We're gonna click here on the merge, put it 0.2 so it can connect, then we can move, and then we're gonna take the whole thing here and extrude it. So this better go like this. Yeah. Okay. Then again, extrude. You gotta be careful with the merge though, because if the vertices are too close, they might merge to you. Look, see? So be careful with that. All right, even though it looks a bit like a frog, still it's fine. We're not concerned about that. We are, but not now. We'll take the top, extrude, without the merge, extrude, scale on 0, and then we can start, you know, taking everything out like this and matching it with a reference. Oh my god. Okay, so we also want to ensure that the reference is where we want it to be, right? Which in this case, it doesn't seem like that. I wonder why, because the same image, right? So this is on the Z. A nice trick is to bring the cursor to here. Actually, the easiest way is to select this, take the Z, go here, paste it, that's it. And now we can move it to here. We can see it, great. Okay, now we're gonna select the whole frame. Even though this should be already okay. Then we select and we extrude. Okay, extrude it on the Y. Extrude like this. Okay, great. Right now we don't really need all of that, so we can delete that. And then we can later on, you know, do whatever to do. We'll select this. And with merge selected, just extrude it down. Again, connect, select both merge and center. Again, same thing. Scaling down. Scaling down. Not like this. No. Scale. Okay, so we don't need the merge now. Take care of that in a moment. Okay. And lastly, clicking on this, clicking on statistics to see where I am, and I'm with not enough faces. That's fine, we're gonna add some about now. Still not enough, it's fine. Maybe about now. Okay, that's better. Let's see if we can circle this. Yeah. It doesn't look great, but that's fine. We're gonna take care of it very soon. Actually, I need it for the shape of the face itself, so it does make sense to just extrude that part. Maybe give it a loop, just for the smoothiness. Maybe we'll get rid of it soon, but that's fine. In here as well, let's take that. Don't worry guys, we're fixing this horror in a moment. SYX, GY, merge on, G, sorry. Maybe we'll merge it manually. Okay. EY, merge. Okay, this looks good. We're gonna smooth it in a moment, but first extrude, give it a loop. Okay. Clicking in here. We don't need that part, just this. GG to slide. We lost something in here, but we can fix it, no problem. You see, this guy here got squished because of the, I guess, because of the merge. It's not an issue. We can go like this. Just add the, loop, move it, then connect this, that, and fill. Then we will go to the center and start creating the shape of the face. We'll go click on O, click SZ, go like this till it matches with the reference, go like that. In here we're going to have an ear very soon. ES, scroll down, GY, move it. This is where our eye is going to be. We'll select adding a loop just to scroll it down, don't worry. Now it's in the place, we'll get rid of it. Yeah, at this part you don't have to follow me, just watch, and then you can rewind the video and see if this is something you want to do or not. Because right now I'm also improving topology and other stuff, so okay, let's begin. Okay, so let's see how we can continue improving what's going on here. So first of all, I think in here we could have a bit more topology. So maybe this should go well, and yeah, if we need to, okay. And here maybe we'll improve it a bit very soon. This we need to align a bit. Actually, the whole area here needs to be a bit more round. So this and that as well. Okay. You can already start. Needs to open Blender again. Just a second. And we're smoothing. We can Shift F to control the strength of the tool. And when we have it like this, we can click here, make sure you have symmetry on, and we can just click 3 to see the side, pull that. But we also want to make sure that everything is connected. So we'll select that. G. First we want to SX0, and then we want to move it towards on the x-axis to ensure that it's it's connected, and then you can proceed. As I always say, this part here, we shouldn't be worried about it, because once we apply the modifier, we can fix it. Okay, we don't have a lot of topology to work with, that's fine. We'll just pull, just to match with the reference, pull. Click on O, proportional editing. A better way to do this, let me show you, is to move the whole area here. Before we did this, is to take everything. Okay, so we moved to 3, and we did Alt-Z for transparency, and then we moved the whole area to where it's supposed to be. Actually, the whole half of the head needs to go like this to where the neck. This will grab and give it a bit better shape. This goes to here, this goes to here, this goes to roughly here, yeah. Maybe that part as well. There we go. Okay. Oh, it can work a bit better. Just smoothing it out a bit. Looks a bit like E.T., right? This alien guy. Okay, 7 to get to the top view. Disable the X. We don't need the symmetry in here. Again, we're not worried about that because we're going to fix it very soon.
I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we just getting started. The sound, the vibe, I feel so alive. I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we just getting started. The sound, the vibe, big bass, that's where the heart is. I'm only here for the party. The sound,
okay, now let's continue with the face, especially with the nose. I think this one is already how we can do this is better to do it like this, then add that guy, then we can move it very gently, Okay, soon we're gonna smooth everything out. But now, let's take care of the nose only. Just smoothing. Just smoothing and light strength. Nothing beyond that. Now we're grabbing. And we should also grab here. This we're adding a loop here. Our Control R to add a loop. Something happened to our keys. Oh my god. No? Okay. I was worried that you guys didn't see anything that I was doing. Just a second. Okay. We're gonna also add some loops for the lips. Maybe one for now. And we'll pull it down. Okay, now we can match with a reference. We could have another here, but it's not essential at the moment, so we're gonna wait with that. Just gonna slide it with the thingy here. Okay, this should be a bit, close like this. Okay, and we can smooth. Okay, we're smoothing. Okay, soon we're gonna add the ear as well. Okay, now we're gonna take the eye and we're gonna move it towards, first of all, we should have the whole thing closer to the reference at this point. Okay, GUI, and we're going to take the eyes with proportional editing selected, GUI, run here, adding a loop, clicking here, grid fill, sorry, not grid fill. We will have we'll select everything, unselect this. Actually, this is the easiest way to do it, to be honest. Just adding here, connecting. That's it. What we can do is we can scroll down, scale down, GUI, move it. Then we have this sort of eye socket ready for us. What else we need? Let's take the eye at the lips out a bit like this. Then we will fill. Something here doesn't make sense. Let's see why. This should be, where did we add? Okay, and that connects to here. This to the nose. This is what we've split. So if we dissolve, we move, this should be fine. No, it's not. Let's see why. What are we missing here? Okay. Okay. And if we, okay. Then, yeah. All right, we can smooth. And we can inflate a bit and add a bit more. Maybe make this smaller, closer to the center, to give us the ability to draw some lips out. Now this part, GUI. Sorry, all the way from here, GUI. Only taking out that part, that as well. Okay, smooth. Smooth this also. Smooth. Smooth also like this. Then we can start pooling. Checking the reference. First we'll get the nose where it should be. So we'll select all of that. Move it with proportional editing. Then, scroll down like this, roughly. I think. It's also out GUI, GG. Okay, that. And this is amazing. Okay, great. Now, what else we need? Oh, the ears. Nearly forgot the ears. So we'll smooth that first. Take care of that. Then pull. Now the ears. Let's see. Ears, we're gonna have that. All of this area here need fixing. So we'll tilt it. Then we're going to try and get rid fill. No. We'll pull that without the front part. Just this. GUI. We'll have this part as well. GZ. And here we can add another loop, better shape for the head. Smooth. 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 Like this. Smooth. Okay, smooth. Okay, even though it still looks a little like ET Phone Home, still we're getting somewhere, and that's amazing. What else we're missing? Oh, the ears. Very important. Ears, and maybe another loop for the chin. We'll see. Rather than loop for the chin, we can select everything and then just scale it down. Scale like this. Maybe just that part only. And move it to where the neck is. And grab this part. Push. Sorry, with those additional vertices, push. Move it to here. Then the rest of the edge, yeah, the edges. This as well. This as well. This as well. Okay. This part also the whole area here, I think, should, let's go select inner region. So let's say this is the head. Actually, this can stay. Needs to move this to here, roughly here. We'll get there, but yeah. The ears. Let's go like this. Grid fill. Okay, we're pretty much where we want to be. Just tilt it a bit, increase, take that area, and insert. Then we adding a loop. We're selecting all that area, scale down, take that, GG. Selecting all that area again, and we are deleting it. This area, smooth, this area, delete, then extrude on the X. Let's say, not yet. Let's pull that first with proportional editing to where the ear is supposed to be, and tilt it a bit. Yes. Okay, then we extrude on the X, so EX, scale, EX, scale, EX, to the back, scale, ES, GX, grid fill. Sorry, first we'll add some more, another loop, and smooth, and we can inflate. Go inside view, inflate, matching with a reference. Okay. Smoothing the nose area also, smooth, very gently. Let's see what else. Oops. Okay. Smoothing. We're pushing the loop that we designed for the nose, we're pushing it inwards. We're pushing everything like this so it would look more like a nose. And with crease, we're creating the crease here for the nose. And then we're pulling the whole scale down. Let's see if we can have another one. Yes, why not? Okay, this one as well. Okay, a bit more. This we can smooth. This also we can smooth. This also we can smooth. And we will also smooth the general shape of the nose. Push it inwards. Same with the lips. Smooth. Sorry. Very gently. Smooth. We'll scale down with this loop selected as well, and match it with a reference. Okay. I think that at this point we can subdivide in a moment, and then we'll see a real shape. Right now, I'm trying with as less faces as I can. Just aligning the vertices. So I'm not really explaining it. It is what it is. Moving the vertices, moving and just improving general shape. Again, GG to slide. This should go, so we'll slide it back. Maybe we'll add another one here. Let's see. In here, slide again. Slide. Very gently. At this point, we also want to establish the jaw area. So we'll take all of this. We will place it where we need. From here, I think it's fine. We're just gonna do this bit, that a bit. Okay, this as well. Smoothing. X. Just knitting some things. Okay. time to subdivide. So at this point, we're going to go Control 1 to give it a subdivision, then Shade Smooth, and we can actually start working on the specific shape depending on the reference, hoping to make it much less ugly than what it's at right now.